Welcome back to SportsZone, and this is your favorite baseball segment, Getting to Third Base. I'm here today with Aviva. Christian is in Florida enjoying the wonderful weather of spring training and meeting every single Mets player. Lucky her. But spring training's here, so that's a plus. But there was one last signing before spring training started. J.D. Martinez, Aviva, take it away.
So J.D. Martinez, for the past few years, was on the Detroit Tigers, but then midway through the season last year, he was traded to the Arizona Diamondbacks, and he did really well. His average was a 303, which is really good. But he signed with the Boston Red Sox for the last signing before spring training. It's actually pending a physical right now, but it still thinks it's going to go through a little bit more negotiation, but he'll be a Red Sox player. And the Red Sox lineup right now for the 2018 season looks really good. It's very well-rounded. And I think they added JT Martinez to compete with the New York Yankees because the New York Yankees have Stanton and Judge and Gary Sanchez. So I think it's a really good deal that the Red Sox signed JT Martinez. He'll probably bat DH and really be good for that already well-rounded lineup.
Some good news out of Beantown as they look forward to another season trying to win that AL East banner. On the other side of things, Tampa Bay Rays made some questionable moves, trading away their all-star from last season, Corey Dickerson, who's a very well-noted power bat. Originally from Colorado, came to a trade to Tampa Bay for Jake McGee, the relief pitcher. Head scratcher, at least for me. You know, you don't just kind of cut your all-star for nothing. It really looks like that they're trying to cut down that payroll again, which is not exactly good for Tampa Bay fans, and just hurts in the midst of an off-season where they trade away their franchise icon. As well, Shohei Ohtani made his very, very long-awaited debut in the MLB, lasting for 1.1 innings, striking out 2, giving up 2 runs and 1 home run. Overall, he looked like he still had a lot of that great pitching tangibles that brought him to the MLB. Some of the hitters talked about how he was able to switch things up as soon as he saw that they were able to catch up with his fastball. So very promising returns on that front for the Angels. Now, since Kristen's not here, we're going to do a very personal segment here about each of our teams. Aviva, why don't you talk about the Mets for this spring training?
Okay, so the New York Mets, so the big thing to watch in spring training and 2018 season is our pitching. We have Jacob deGrom and Noah Syndergaard, who are our 2 best aces. But we have Wheeler and Matz and I'm forgetting the other person, but it's going to come to me, who are prone, and Harvey, who are prone to injuries. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they're going to do, if they're going to last the whole season, because our pitching is one of the best in the MLB. And then on our offensive side, I think it's going to be interesting to see how Cespedes works with this lineup and how Gonzalez and David Wright work within it. Both of them are getting to, they're a little old, so they're not going to play every day, but they're going to be veterans helping the new people like Smith, like Rosario, who just came up at the end of last season. So it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to do in this season. But there's a lot to watch in spring training for the New York Mets.
Definitely exciting season up in the Big Apple for them. For my own team, the Baltimore Orioles, I think it's pretty well known that our pitching is what's holding us back. We've been going through dumpsters trying to find pitchers, just signing Andrew Cashner and Chris Tillman again. I think it'll be very interesting to see how well both of those hold up. Decent years from both of them. Could put us in the wild card, kind of a long shot. Definitely want to make with the last year Manny Machado's reign in Baltimore count. Another on the offensive side, right field and catcher, both interesting spots to look out for. For catcher, we have our top prospect, Chance Sisco, just turning 23 today. Happy birthday, Chance. I really hope that he wins it going forward. He looks really great average hitter, especially very rare for a catcher. Right field, my own Hyannis Harbor Hawk, Austin Hayes, leads the way. I really hope he gets it just because it would be cool to go back to Hyannis and to be able to talk about him. That's all we have today on SportsZone. We'll catch you next week. Stay tuned for more SportsZone.